say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Purdue Boilermakers, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Boilermakers will kick it away to start us off. Fielded in the end zone, it's Price. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Irish offense will take the field to start this game. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, you get all the quotes, all the people talking about all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
Off-play action on first down. And the timing just a hair off.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Pulls it and fires to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Lost one deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
The Boilermakers line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. They'll try the run. Oh, he's got some space.
touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the road.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That drive a great example of just how potent this offense can be. 2 plays, 80 yards, give them the touchdown. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Grab behind the line. It's McCoby. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Off the play fake on first down. Under fire. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked. Maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Nice move to keep running. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
To throw, it's Carr. Snagged out of the air. At midfield, he's got room. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Marcus Freeman added another chapter to the year 3 success stories of Notre Dame coaches taking the Irish to the national championship game, and he looks like a cornerstone coach for the future.
It was so impressive what they were able to do, bouncing back from an early season loss against Northern Illinois when everybody counted them out. He's done an outstanding job recruiting. He's got a great coaching staff. This team is built and ready to make another run.
Yeah, he's got superstar written all over him. He has the next coach to break that ceiling and win a title. Just recruiting up, belief up, discipline up. Notre Dame looks like a national championship contender.
The Irish might opt to take a shot here on 2nd and inches. Quick shovel pass. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Trying to bull his way in. Good throw and catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
How many chances can you afford to waste in the red zone? They've already been stopped twice. Can they come through this time? It's 3rd and goal. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and dodged a bullet.
Dropping back, it's Carr. Into the end zone. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs. This noise is deafening, trying to keep this offense from being able to operate. From the gun, the running back has it. Pushes forward for a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 8.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Going to swing it on 2nd down. A strike downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there, almost had it in his grasp.
The offense is trying to put the defense on their heels. On the 2nd play of the drive, they completed a big one. And on the 3rd play, they take another shot. Didn't come up with that one, but wouldn't surprise me if they tried again here.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Working that left side now. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And the Boilermakers will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. Here come the Irish, back on offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth. Breaks into the open. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Looking for a man. It's Carr. Fires to the middle. Tight end getting vertical. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Big time throw in that last play. You know, you think about great Notre Dame quarterbacks. I think back to a couple of Joes. Joe Montana, Joe Theismann. They'd love what they'd be seeing right now from this kid. He's got arm talent. He's got accuracy. And because of that, he gives this offense the ability to light up the scoreboard.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
And the QB going with a little bit of touch, you know, trying to feather that thing up in the air and give his receiver a chance to go up high and try to get over top of the defender. Nice job by the defense, seeing the football, breaking on it, and getting the ball on the ground.
Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the catch. It's Pauling. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
Looking to throw again. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot, he's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. It's so nice to have a target like that.
Notre Dame once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. Off the RPO, complete. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quickly complete. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Back to throw, it's Carr. Lets it fly. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Nothing but punts as a result of the first 3 offensive drives, hoping this one gets a little more done. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Right back to the well. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Trying to make magic with his feet. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Really good job by this defense. 3rd down, understanding, taking away the pass first. But I got to react, man. When these QBs take off, I got to stick my foot in the ground. Stop playing pass. Come up and get him on the ground. Big 3rd down stop.
The Boilermakers send out the punt unit. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They've built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll give it to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. To the air, it's Carr. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Fires to the big fella. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
This is a guy that gets stronger and stronger as the game goes on. After that last run, he's already now got 100 yards rushing.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Complete to the left. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. They've got a first down here to open the period. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse. Turning it on! They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's first down. Looking to throw on first down. Tosses it incomplete.
Don't love the incompletion, but I do love the pass pro. Nice job winning the one-on-ones. We saw some double teams up front as well. This O-line right now, they're in a good rhythm.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Fires to the wideout. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
And after the big play to start the drive, now 2 straight incompletions, and they need to find a way on third down. Oh, they're after him! Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
I know it's early in this game, but man, this defense has had their number. They've done a great job, already built a huge lead, now getting this offense in a situation where they got to pass the football, and they better protect their quarterback better than they are right now.
The Boilermakers will send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity ladder. Here come the Irish back on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some...
There he goes! Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Pocket breaking down. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And listen, there's nothing wrong with play action for this offense, but, man, you got to protect. You got to sell that run. And if the quarterback's going to do that, he needs his guys up front to give him a little bit more time to maybe take those shots down the field and make some big plays for this offense.
To the air, it's Carr. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on third and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on third down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires to the tight end. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Pauly. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on third and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy has had so far, why not hand it off to him on third down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Irish.
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They have got to shore up their play in the back half.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and the capper a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. That's caught. It's Ross. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just Get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Boilermakers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Moore. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
And the Boilermakers are facing 3rd and inches. He'll keep it on the sneak. And he just needed a few inches, and he didn't get it. The defense denies this offense. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. They go to the ground. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the right. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
I just love the job this offensive line is doing in this game, communicating pre-snap. They know where the pass rush is coming from, and they're working their single and double teams and not giving up any ground. Just look how clean that pocket was for the quarterback to throw from.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The Boilermakers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The give on the inside. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on 1st down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now, and they may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside, probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Running into the open space. Makes the tackle at the 27. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the 1st down.
And on 2nd down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a 3rd down situation where you had to throw the football.
They're going to ride this running back. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got him downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple of yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown here, 1st and goal.
Looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Trying to barrel in. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They keep pushing forward down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. Wants to throw it. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermakers! Fired in from the red zone for the score. It's a much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
Ready to try the point after. And after the extra point, they're now down 24-7. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the... Oh, he's got some space. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
Rides the back on the option, the give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. To the air, it's Carr. Got it in the middle, it's Paulin. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a 1st down. He picked up a big chunk of yardage there, and there will be Irish jigs going in the stands.
Yeah, and a lot of excitement. If they can find these down-the-field explosive plays and find a wide receiver out there they can depend on, this offense can really explode and take off to a new level.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Trying play action. Catch in the middle, it's Fields. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. From the red zone, it's Love. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Makes the grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got the back over the middle. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
The Boilermakers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Working the middle, it's complete. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's McCoby. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
The Boilermakers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And the Boilermakers will try to pin them back with the punt. Pulls it in at the 25. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. He'll keep it himself. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll run it from the gun. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
And, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
The short hands, it's locked. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Back to throw, it's Carr. Finds his tight end. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Wants to throw on first down. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but is not able to get to the first down marker.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Fields. Nice pickup, gets it to the 20. They move the sticks, and they can still stop the clock.
Well, this guy has been a weapon all game long. They've lined him up all over the field. He's run all different types of routes. The defense has not been able to cover him, and he's got now over 150 receiving yards.
Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Finds his big tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. It's good. Easy call for the ref. And now the lead is even bigger. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Just about set to get this second half underway. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
This offense has it with really good field position. Leaves it with the running back. Got some room, entered the goal line. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they take it in for 6 more points. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. RPO complete to open the drive. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
The give on the option. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Brings up second down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A 3rd down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware of where this guy is because right now he's been their biggest playmaker.
They kick it away on 4th down. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. Pulled it, finds his man on the left. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the 1st down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Looking to throw, it's Carr. Sets up the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on 1st down. Leaves them in 2nd and manageable.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Looking left. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Now on the move. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Quarterback on the keeper, fighting off the defender. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
On third down, he drops to throw. Dumps it to the back. Grab near the sticks. It's live. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Dropping back, it's Carr. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! Quick strike through the air for the score. With that latest touchdown pass, might be a good time to mention Brady Quinn threw 6 touchdown passes against BYU. That record might be in jeopardy.
And that's a good day. If you're starting to talk about that already, you know he's spinning it. He's in the zone. He's feeling it, reading the defense, everything coming out on target. He is having himself a day.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They march 72 yards, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
The Boilermakers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
The Boilermakers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Gives it to the back on the draw. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The Boilermakers will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This offense has really been clicking in the game. breaks into the open. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. They'll give it to him again.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Brings up second down.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. He'll pull it on the read. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
On the option. Now the toss. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
The running back is going to get the long touchdown run in the stats, but the option was run beautifully. How about the timing down the line of scrimmage? A perfect pitch, and the running back takes it and does the rest. That's why this offense is hard to stop. So many options on so many plays.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he finished it with a scintillating 28-yarder to the house. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to fire on second down. Here's a heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And you thought maybe in this second half, this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Punt is in the air on fourth down. Corrals it at the 45. And the returner is stopped. Here come the Irish back on offense. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The give to the single back. Carrying the ball with an edge and hammering his way to the 40.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. If you like the stats, and I know you do, he's over 400 yards passing now.
Yeah, if they win this game, he's getting a game ball. There's no doubt about it. This guy has been on fire from the very start of this football game. He's been throwing bullets all over the field.
Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Quickly to the tight end. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. Notre Dame now facing 3rd and inches. They'll run the sneak for it. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another 1st down. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, the ground game. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
They'll run play action. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And how about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, or number 3 is coming soon.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point. So a drive that started just beyond midfield, only 49 yards, and they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Makes the catch right at the 50. And the returner will be brought down. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Dropping back, it's Carr. Throws to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. To the ground with the back. Got enough for the 1st. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Got it in the middle, it's Fields. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Finds a tight end. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on 1st down. Touchdown, Irish! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll run the option. And he'll be stopped for no gain on the final play of the third quarter. 4th quarter is coming up. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. The pull and throw off the RPO. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Gain of 5. 3rd down coming.
And the Boilermakers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Punt is in the air. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Here come the Irish back on offense. Makes the quick grab. At the 45 on his way. Turning it on. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Man, this just starts to hurt your pride, right? You're down by several scores. It's in the 4th quarter, and they keep making big plays. This is something where you just got to buck up. You got to do something about it. You got to find something down deep and go make a play so you can get the ball back and maybe get back in this game.
Now they'll run it to the right here. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
He'll try to tack on one more.
For the extra point.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Gives it on the option. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Rushes on him. But it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Looking for a man. It's Carr. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The give out of the gun. He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Quick release by the QB. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. Motion from the wideout. Trying the left side. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
And the defense is going to have more plays like this. He has had a ball game so far, running wild all day long. Defense finally comes up with a stop. Maybe get a little momentum here.
Over 100 yards already in this game. So if I'm on defense here, I'm adding more guys to the box, anticipating that they're going to continue to give this guy touches today.
Quick step and go. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism, everything.
There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
He'll do it himself. Got the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
The Irish, after ripping off a huge chunk on the ground, will try to keep Big Mo rolling. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11. He is having a day. Already visited the end zone 3 times, and he might get back there again soon, David.
I mean, just crazy. He's getting open. They haven't had an answer for him. You think at some point you go, all right, he's not going to beat me anymore, but the defense continues to give up yards, and he is like, yes, please.
They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Reads it, fires complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on 3rd down. Give to the back. Got enough space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Getting set for the point after.
On for the extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They marched 78 yards down the field, and it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. They're dealing with a second and long. Wide receiver comes in motion with jet sweep pass. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
The Boilermakers with the 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Looking to throw, it's Singleton. Turns it loose. Connection to the right. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
The Boilermakers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Purdue!
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Splits those uprights right in half. Here coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here come the Irish back on offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Caught in the backfield, it's Fields. Oh, he's got some space. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
The outstanding game has taken care of the football. Now, late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Notre Dame will come to the line after that huge gain and try to keep the momentum going. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Got enough for the first. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. The give from the gun. He's brought down right at the 30-yard line, well within field goal range, but let's see what they do on this 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. Absolutely center cut. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe it's something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. The give to the right. Find some fresh air.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. With the catch, it's McCoby. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Makes the grab. It's McCoby. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Breaks into the open. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
The option becomes assignment football. I got the quarterback. I got the pitch man. I got the dive. It's really, really hard, and it stresses these defenses to really play assignment football.
And if you get it blocked correctly, the defense really can't be right.
Well, and if you think about it, the quarterback's basically blocking the end man on the line of scrimmage. He runs towards him, makes him come at him to kind of hit him, and it's his way of blocking it. Now I pitch it, get the ball in the perimeter, and I got that guy taken care of.
Might as well give it to him again. And after the short gain, that is going to put this one in the books.